Hello, beautiful people. How are you? Welcome back. This is day 5 of learning 5 English words. Look at these 4 picture clues: a chain breaking into pieces, two birds, one caged, another offering a key to freedom, the third picture of handcuffs breaking into pieces, and the last one of many free birds and a caged bird. Which is the first word today? Can you guess the word? The word is emancipate. The word is originated from Latin emancipatus, past participle of emancipare. And emancipare means to transfer ownership of. Emancipate is primarily used as a verb and it means to free from restraint, control, or the power of another, especially to free from bondage, to free from any controlling influence such as traditional mores, values, or beliefs. Synonyms are free, liberate, uncage, unchain, and its antonyms are bind, confine, restrain, fetter. A quote by the famous Jamaican singer songwriter Bob Marley: emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Some examples: women make up one half of society. Our society will remain backward and in chains unless its women are emancipated, enlightened, and educated. Second example. The second example is a quote from the famous martial artist Bruce Lee. The mind must be emancipated from old habits, prejudices, restrictive thought processes, and even ordinary thought itself. Again, picture clues for the second word. Look at the hollow in the wall. In the picture on the left, a man is sitting in the hollow and writing in a notebook. The second picture is of a hollow space used for worship. What's the second word? Make a guess. The word is Niche. And how is this pronounced? It is pronounced as niche in British English and pronounced as niche in American English. We will call it niche. The origin of the word is from French language. It literally means recess. From niche, make a nest, based on Latin nidus, nest. It is mostly used as a noun. Its meaning is a nook in a wall, especially for a statue, a place, employment, status, or activity for which a person or thing is best fitted, a habitat supplying the factors necessary for the existence of an organism or species. Synonyms are alcove, nook, recess. In the niche stands a statue of Leonardo da Vinci. the famous Renaissance man. Da Vinci was a famous polymath, a painter, architect, musician, engineer, mathematician, scientist. We all know him for his painting Mona Lisa. Some examples. Before lockdown, Zoom app was a meeting platform for the niche audience of corporate executives. Now it has turned into a global phenomenon for the mainstream crowd of students, teachers, and even kitty party organizers. Second example, after struggling for many years as a salesman, he found his niche in the world of acting. Now, look at these three pictures: Muhammad Ali, the boxer, Gautam Buddha, the mystic philosopher, Valmiki, who wrote Ramayana. What is the common thing in all three? Think. No, they all renounced their old ways. The third word is abjure. Muhammad Ali abjured his old faith by converting to a new religion. The origin of the word is from Middle French abjure, or directly from Latin abjurare, deny on oath. It is used as a verb. Its meaning is to renounce upon oath, to reject solemnly, to abstain from. Its synonyms are abnegate, renounce, repudiate, forswear, disown, discard. Its antonyms are adhere to, profess, advocate, cherish, retain. Look at the cartoon. I swear, as soon as I escape, it will be the straight life for me. One prisoner is saying to another prisoner. And look at the meaning given at the bottom. Abjure, to renounce or reject with solemnity. Repudiate, to give up a former way of life. Some examples: Gautam Buddha abjured a life of privilege and wealth and walked away to a life of enlightenment. Second example, when she converted to a new faith, she abjured the long held beliefs of her earlier faith. In these two pictures, you will find the hint for the next word: a restaurant and a secluded bench in a park, a place for meeting or such a meeting. What's the fourth word today? Guess. The word is rendezvous. Again, the word is rendezvous. Its origin is from French rendez-vous, present yourselves. It is used as a noun. Meaning is a place appointed for assembling or meeting, a meeting at an appointed place and time. As a verb, it means to meet or come together at a particular time and place. Its synonyms are haunt, hang out as a noun, and as verb it means to assemble, to collect, to congregate, to gather, to meet. Its antonyms are break up, split up, disperse, scatter, separate. Some examples: before it turned into a frenzied commercial hub, Connaught Place was a popular rendezvous for the young couples. Second example: no one can avoid a final rendezvous with death. Look at these two pictures and think hard. These are hints for the last word. Who is on the left? He is one of the biggest movie stars on this planet, Brad Pitt, and the picture is of his role in the film Troy. Which role? Go and find. The picture on the right is of a heel. Look at the inflamed part of the heel. It is a tendon. Students of biology know that tendon is a flexible cord of strong fibrous tissue attaching a muscle to a bone. Can you guess the word? It's not a single word, but two words which form an idiom. So the last term today is Achilles heel. Again, Achilles heel. The term Achilles heel comes from the Greek myth of Achilles. As an infant, he was dipped into the river Styx by his mother in order to make him invulnerable. His mother was holding him by his heel, and so it wasn't covered by the water. And he was later killed by an arrow aimed at his heel. A similar Indian myth is for Lord Krishna, who also died when Jara's arrow pierced his heel. Meaning, this term is primarily used as a noun. It means a, a vulnerable point of something or someone who is otherwise very powerful. A weakness in spite of overall strength, which can lead to downfall. Synonyms are chink, as in chink in an armor, soft spot, underbelly, jugular, as in jugular vein. Its antonyms are forte, strong suit. This is a painting of Achilles with an arrow embedded in his heel. His dying moments. Some examples: in our fight against gaining unhealthy weight, our love for sugary soft drinks and fast food becomes our Achilles heel. Second example: batting on fast and bouncy pitches remains the Achilles heel of Indian cricket players. Okay, students, Those were the 5 words and terms for today. Use them when you write and speak. Use these words to write original sentences in the comment box below. Keep learning. Stay healthy. Thank you.